Thank you for your choice to volunteer with Bethel's Heavenly Hands. The most important aspect of our food pantry and distribution program is food safety and procedures. Please note that your ability to help us in this area could mean the difference to a healthy, hunger free community. Why is food safety important? It reduces liability and consequences, builds confidence in our services, and avoids harm to clients, all leading to happy, healthy clients. Populations that are more susceptible to safety risks are children younger than 5, adults over the age of 65, those who are pregnant, and those whose immune systems are compromised.
We will now investigate the four main areas of safety. Beginning with food handler knowledge and health.
There are 4 parts to food handler knowledge and health: personal hygiene and behavior, hand washing, gloves, and foodborne illness. Personal hygiene. To ensure safety, wash hands often. Report illness. Do not engage in bare hand contact with food. Do not work with open cuts. Do not smoke, eat, drink, or chew gum in food preparation areas. Also, use hair restraints. Do not wear hand jewelry, and keep fingernails short.
Other personal behaviors to avoid: scratching or touching scalp and hair, touching your nose or ear, touching pimples or sores, wearing dirty clothing, coughing or sneezing into hand, and spitting. These are all personal behaviors that should not be done in food preparation areas.
The second area of focus is hand washing. You should wash your hands before starting work or handling raw food. Also, after smoking, eating, drinking, going to the restroom, handling garbage, coughing or sneezing, and in between glove changes. You should feel like you're always washing your hands. To thoroughly wash your hands, begin by wetting your hands. Next, lather the soap while rubbing for 20 seconds. Rinse hands completely in water. Dry your hands with a paper towel before using the same towel to turn off the water and open the door. In Section 3 of Food Handler Knowledge and Health, we'll examine the proper way to wear gloves. Always wash your hands before putting on gloves. Gloves should be worn whenever handling ready-to-eat food. Never reuse or wash gloves. You should change your gloves after touching your body, handling equipment, using the toilet, touching raw food, eating, drinking, or contaminating gloves in any way. Remember, gloves are not a substitute for washing your hands. A fourth area of food handler knowledge and health is foodborne illness. Foodborne illness is any type of disease caused by consuming contaminated foods or beverages. 5 common risks of foodborne illness are obtaining food from unsafe sources, failing to cook food adequately, holding food at improper temperatures, using contaminated equipment, and maintaining poor personal hygiene. Symptoms of foodborne illness include diarrhea, vomiting, fever with sore throat, jaundice, and abdominal cramping. These types of illnesses can also result in death. We'll now move on to the next key area of safety: cross-contamination and food storage. Cross contamination is the process by which bacteria and other microorganisms are unintentionally transferred from one substance or object to another with harmful effect. You can prevent cross contamination by covering food as much as possible and storing raw food on bottom levels of the refrigerator and ready to eat foods on top levels. Also, never move boxes or containers that may have been stored on the floor to countertops. Remember to wash your hands between handling different foods.
You should sanitize utensils and equipment that come in contact with food and avoid touching your skin, hair, or wiping your hands on cleaning cloths to help minimize cross contamination. Store foods properly by separating washed or prepared foods from unwashed or raw foods. Also prepare each type of food at different times while cleaning and sanitizing food contact surfaces in between each task. When storing food in refrigerators, keep ready to eat and fully cooked foods on the top shelf. Below that, store raw seafood products and eggs. On the third shelf, place raw steak, ground meats, and pork products. Save all raw or ground poultry for the bottom shelf. Generally, when storing food, rotate the oldest foods to the front shelves to be used first, while placing newer foods in back. Remember to store food on non-porous surfaces. Avoid using bare wood, rusted metal, or shelf liners. Generally, refrain from repackaging foods. When necessary, only use plastic Ziploc bags. Always check the condition of incoming food. Discard all bloated, dented, or rusted cans, leaking products, or products without labels. Throw away all out-of-date baby food or formula immediately. Store food separately and non-food items and remember to immediately remove spills. We aim for a clean, healthy pantry, so always cleanse work areas after each use. Moving on to the third key area of safety, let's now examine the right temperatures. In order to ensure that perishables are kept at safe temperature, keep thermometers in all refrigeration equipment and record the date and temperature of each unit in logs. Safe refrigerator temperatures are between 34 and 40 degrees, while safe freezer temperatures are 0 degrees and below. Always avoid leaving perishables within the danger zone, 41 degrees to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. These are temperatures at which bacteria grow and thrive. Foods that most frequently pose a temperature hazard are rice and cooked vegetables, shellfish and fish, sprouts and cut melons, meats, dairy, and garlic and oil. When using thermometers to gauge food temperatures, remember to calibrate for accuracy. Apply to the middle or thickest part of foods and wash and sanitize them after each use. Our final key area is keeping it safe. Always know the source of your food and if it's approved. Foods with these labels are all supplied by approved sources. When making or receiving food deliveries, always check these important areas: the cleanliness of the delivery truck, whether food is from an approved source, food temperatures, the condition of the food, signs of insects or rodents, and remember to always put the food away quickly. When picking up food, many of these same rules apply. Always check for a clean vehicle where no non-food items are kept near the food. Put the food away quickly. Maintain the food safe temperature and keep food groups properly separated. These 4 areas all work together to provide a safe environment for Heavenly Hands clients, and safety is key. we would like to give special acknowledgments to the Houston Food Bank for setting the standard in food safety and distribution. This concludes our volunteer food and safety procedures training video. But before we go, we would like to welcome you to Bethel's Heavenly Hands team. Thank you for joining us in our efforts to serve our local community.